Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. Hello, it's Monday, Motivational Monday. Great to see you. Hello, Allura Star, and Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and House of Dave, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Sir Raven, and Andrew Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Azure Yusuf, and The Crim, and Marcel, and Bill Nouse, and Scott Kimmis, and Jim Dandy, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and House of Dave, and N1QOV, and Red Stapler, and Joe Barney, Max Fernandez, Sam, and St. Clinton, and Wing Doggy, and here we have YouTube has just started. Thank you for Troy Terry if you're listening. Great to see everybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss anyone. Hello? 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 How was your weekend? How was Easter? I have to apologize. I completely forgot to take all pictures. All weekend. I didn't take a picture of my outfit, anything. Completely forgot. So I have no pictures posted for you guys. Sorry about that. It wasn't until I got home and I was like, and I had my camera with me too. Completely forgot to take pictures. I was like, ah! And I had a really cute outfit on too. Ah! Hi, Sturgis Guy. So, I know. I was like, where's my brain? I can't believe I forgot. I didn't take a picture of my outfit. I had a cute Easter dress on, and I totally forgot to take a picture. I don't know why. Where was my brain? My camera was in my bag. So, it's Motivational Monday. I'm ready to pump you up. Get ready for the week. Woohoo! So I hope. How was everybody's Easter? I hope you all had a good week, good weekend. Did y'all have a good weekend? I have not eaten any Easter candy yet. Can I just say, have not had any Easter candy. Alara said she had a free homemade spaghetti dinner with her neighbors on Saturday. Nice! That's nice. Well, I went out for a nice Easter dinner with my bunny. And then I made some treats as well. So. Hi, Phil! Hello! Thank you for checking in. Great to see you. It's a little, I have a sweater on. It's a little chilly. It's like 65 here today. It was warmer. It was warm, a little warmer over the weekend, but pretty chilly now. On, what was it? On Friday, I was so annoyed. On Friday night, I went for a walk in the evening. I went to the store. I left around 8 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock. I was back by 9. I just walked to the store and back. There was graffiti in the hour I was gone. Somebody graffitied the wall outside. So I got back at 9. By 9:15, somebody was manically painting over the graffiti. Take that. Sturgis Guy says it's 22 degrees where he is. Woohoo! Pretty damn cold. Oh no, wait. Allura says it's snowing there? Allura, right now it's snowing where you are? And yesterday? Snow on Easter? What the hell? That is uncalled for. It is global warming. And just because it's called global warming doesn't mean that it's always warming, because the warming and it changes, it shifts the weather patterns and moves things around. It stirs everything up, which is why we get this crazy, wacky weather. So, though the warming is having the biggest impact is the melting of the ice caps, which is going to drown people. It's not just the inconvenience of crazy weather, but the rapidly melting polar caps. That's a big problem because that will raise the level of the oceans enough so that some towns, villages, cities will disappear under the ocean. That's a problem. I hope that doesn't happen to Los Angeles. Hi, Wing Doggy. Linda says she wants to make a picture of an Easter bunny dressed as Santa Claus. Yeah, what are you supposed to do with your Easter bunny and Easter flowers when there's snow? Thank you. Alrighty, Maine. Make a snowman. Laura's making a snow bunny. Howing Doggy. So, and hi, Philip. Thank you, Philip. Great to see you for everybody holding up on YouTube. Special shout out to Sam and Phil in St. Clinton. Hope you're all doing well. What did everybody else do over the weekend? Did anyone have any excitement over the weekend? Angie Jonas, how are you doing? Fairies lover? What? Are you serious? Sturgis guy, are you joking or are you just kidding? Joke. People do that. That would not be a good end to your day. Well, I am still having trouble with the flower band. I told you guys on Friday. Leave. She got here and she wouldn't leave. No, maybe that was Saturday. That was Saturday. She came to the back, and I went running out, and I got in front of her and the flower garden, and I was like, no, like blocking, standing in front of her, and she's like, and I was like, no, you have to go, leave, go home, Paran, go home, and she's like, no, and then she crossed her arms, she's like, no, nuh-uh, 10 minutes, I'm going, leave, like 10 minutes, like a. What? She would not leave. It was like 10 minutes. And then later I found a whole bunch of broken, ripped flowers. She came back sometime when I missed her. Ugh! Tisa says he went out with friends. They had a big dinner, drank coffee, went to the gym, and sweated. Oh, good. Well, that sounds healthy. I had salmon, of course. I had my favorite out is always salmon. It's a little repetitive. I had a friend from out of town that I hadn't gone out to dinner with in a few years, came to visit me, and he's like, well, didn't come to visit me, but we met up and had dinner one night while he was in town, and he was like, let me guess, you're gonna have the salmon? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? And David Jones says, today is a Major League Baseball opening day. Today is also, I think, the last day for the games for the college basketball playoff game. There was a big game, big win that, for anyone who follows that. I'm not a big sports fan, but the Wisconsin team, their team hadn't won for 40 years or something like that, over 40 years. And the Kentucky team had not lost this entire season, and they played over the weekend. The Wisconsin team won. They are playing the other team tonight. So it was a nail-biter of a game between two teams, and this is supposed to be a big game tonight too. So if you're into college basketball, there's a game starting in a couple hours, or hour, something like that. Duke is playing Wisconsin. Tisa says, shh, don't say anything. I didn't want anyone to know. Sorry, I cannot keep a secret, Tisa. And Alert says she bought the digital version for the soundtrack of Jesus Christ Superstar so she can sing along to it. Now the entire building is being graced with the delightful melodies of Alert Star singing Jesus Christ Superstar. Well, that sounds fun. Usually the only musicals I hear around here is every Saturday night. If I'm here on Saturday night, it's a Rocky Horror Picture Show, midnight showing, drunken teenagers. I don't know anyone who goes to a midnight movie that's an adult. Maybe if you're in your 20s, teens and 20s. After that, you're like, hell no, I'm not staying up that late for a movie. It was great when it all began. I was a regular Frankie fan. But it was over when he had the plan to start working on Muscle Man. That's me delighting you with a bar, with a verse from Rocky Horror Picture Show. As magenta. Alert says she knows the time warp. It's just Alert knows the time warp. So, a lot of interesting things happening in the world. I'm really crossing my fingers that everything is working out internationally, politically. Dangerous times we're living in. It's really scaring me, causing me a lot of anxiety and apprehension, most of which I will not get into here on this show because it's a slippery wormhole of fear and panic and name-calling. So... yeah! It's crazy times! Instead, let's focus on something more safe. Juliana Rancic has her third book that came out, and most of the time she gets a lot of flack for being too skinny. I think she looks great. She's, but regardless of where you fall on her weight issue, and I really think it's about time that we stop bullying people about their weight, whether they're too big or too skinny. Leave everybody alone. my God, I really get annoyed when somebody gives me feedback and advice on what I should do for my body. So I feel for Juliana because she gets a lot of that. But she was talking about some expert excerpts from her new book, and she revealed the last way of her last relationship ended. I just want to say, guys, what the hell? There's a better way to break up with your girlfriend. This just apparently she had been seeing Jerry O'Connell, who has been married for 8 years to Rebecca Romaine Stamos. But at the time, I don't know, something, he was going out with Juliana Rancic. They were at a party for her, or a Maxim party, and met up with Rebecca Romaine, who's pretty hot, and proceeded to make out with Rebecca Romaine at that party while Juliana was there. Yeah. A week later, left to Vegas. Juliana wouldn't call her back. Juliana allegedly went to his house, was buzzing on his door to his intercom, like he had a house with a buzzer or apartment or whatever, to come in. He wouldn't let her in, and over the intercom he said, this is his breakup, on the intercom of his building, wouldn't even do it face to face, sorry, things changed, but you take care of yourself. What the hell? No wonder the girl can't eat. On the intercom? And this is after she took him back for cheating on her with ginger spice, or as she called one of the lesser spices. So I think ginger's a really important spice, but what the hell? Poor Juliana Rancic! Give the and leave her alone. I'm not sure of the timeline, David Jones, on when that ended and the new one started, if there was overlap. I don't know, I don't remember, but good question. He says, take a deep breath. I'm like, what? That just got my goat. I just have to say, I don't like to talk a lot about tabloids and all this stupid stuff because I think it's a distraction from real events. But that just got my goat because I think when you have a relationship with somebody, you owe them a modicum of courtesy. I believe in giving other people the courtesy and respect that you would like. And I don't know, I think a face-to-face breakup is the least you can do. Things end, whatever. Be honest, step up, be a man, be a woman, be an adult, whatever. And this conversation. A breakup over an intercom, or a text message, or a post-it, or an email, or a letter. That's just, or voicemail. That's not appropriate. If you have a long-term relationship with somebody, you owe them a conversation. David Jones says, showers less often now that Jerry Brown. Well, I always actually, David Jones, I have been conserving water forever. It's always been my policy to conserve water in my daily life. Though I just want to say, as an aside, regardless of the water use, and this is for California, but it probably is the similar percentages in other states. Water use of residential and personal water use is only 20% of all of the state's water use. Water use goes to agriculture and industrial use. So if you want to really conserve water, you really should put restrictions and requests towards the larger users. 20% of the users reduce, it's not going to make the same impact or dent that getting industry and agriculture to reduce water. I mean, that's math and logic. But I've always made it my policy to not use a lot of water. I only water my plants once a week by hand with a hose. I don't use a sprinkler. I by hand with a hose water my plants once a week in the morning before the sun burns off. I also, since I live alone, and this might sound a little gross, I know other people, Cameron Diaz has also said that if your toilet flushes several gallons of water each time you flush. So if you pee 5 times a day and only flush it once, you save all that water. Of course, if it's something other than pee, flush that right away. Don't let that stand. But if it's yellow, it can sit around. I do that. That is my water conservation policy. Yes, Laura says if it's yellow, let it mellow. I try to take short showers. I don't leave anything dripping or running. So yes, I've always been aware, because it doesn't matter if you're living in New York or California or wherever. Water is a precious resource, and we don't realize it. It's not just California. The U.S., we use a lot of water. There are countries like India and other countries where water is not just. It's a huge problem. It's a huge human rights issue, where people are dying and people can't even take showers or bathe and have to walk a mile to get a gallon of water from a pipe in the dirt and bring it back, walk a mile back to their families. There's places where water is a real issue. Sturgis Guy says there should be a golden shower award for conserving water while showering. Yes, Sturgis Guy, you should always pee while you shower. Save more water. In fact, Sturgis Guy, I'm going to go one step further. If you live with somebody else, you should shower together and pee together in the shower to save even more water. Luckily, I live alone. But because you're lucky that you get to shower. There's countries where there is no shower or washing your clothes or but yeah, California has a water problem. But the most, as far as, and a lot of people are coming down on the governor. They're trying to reduce water by 25% for residential and personal use. But like I said, if that's 20, you've got 80 and 20, you reduce that 20 by 25%, so you get that down to 15%. That 5% of the water being used is a very small portion compared to the 80% over here. If you could get industrial and agricultural to reduce by 25%, that would be a much greater impact. That would be the same. That 25% would be equal to all of the residential and personal use. Sturgis Guy says, California needs a droid that understands the binary languages of Vaporators. That's exactly what I was thinking. You must have read my mind. And you know, there's actually a lot of people here who already have there's already a lot of water conserving measures instilled in homes and in like construction and plumbing, where you know there's toilets that have smaller tanks, and people who plant more less water using plants in their yards and everything. But that's troubling. That's very troubling. David Jones says it takes 1 gallon of water to clean each and every almond produced. I'm not sure about that. Though what I've read lately is the amount of water for agricultural, for animals. Think of how much water is used for cows and cleaning them up, the manure. There's thousands and thousands of gallons for all those giant agricultural farms. But yeah, it's a problem, and it's not going to reducing the amount of residential. While it's good, and I recommend everybody reduce, is not going to have a significant impact. So I hope they come up with a better plan, because that's not going to solve it. Jerry Brown. Sorry about that, wing doggy. Ooh. I did not know that. Sturgis Guy says California is second in the world for production of pistachios. I had no idea. Iran is first. I didn't know either of those. I hardly ever eat any pistachios. But that's odd, because I hardly ever see pistachios. You would think if pistachios were one of our largest crops that we produce in California, I'd see a lot of pistachios around. No. Shouldn't there be some pistachios at the 99-cent store? Hi, Angie. So, all right, so it is 5:45, past 5:45. I am just about to sign off, but I want to thank you guys for coming to see me, because you're awesome! I will be back tomorrow at 5:15 Los Angeles time, and my words of wisdom for everybody is to pee in the shower. If it's yellow, let it mellow. That's my words of wisdom for the day. I'm going to steal that quote from Laura Starr. If it's yellow, let it mellow. All right, so I am just about to sign off. Let me say goodbye to everybody. Laura Starr, Shocker, and Sturgis Guy, and Tesis, and have Sam, and St. Clinton, and Eric, and Petey, and Tim, and Ryan, and Photo, and Philip, and Mark Mean, and Star Raven, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Lucky Girl, and Asher Yusuf, and the Cram, and Marcel, and Sam, and St. Clinton, and Philip, and Wing Doggy, and Angie Jonas, and Fairies Lover, and Joe Barney, and N1QOV, and Red Stapler, and John McCain. Thank you so much for checking in. You guys are awesome. Make sure I got everybody. Kisses for everybody. I love you. Oh, and there's probably not going to for Thursday. Just want to give you the heads up. I think I have something. I will know for sure. Just want to make sure before, because it could change. I was supposed to be working on Julia's little film on Saturday, but there was a location problem, so they had to move it. So right now it is tentatively Thursday. So it's possible things could change, but I just want to give you the heads up. Probably no show on Thursday. Plan accordingly. All right. I love you. Bye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I love you all. Bye.